Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the SDCC exclusive DC Universe Classics containment suit Doomsday. The Doomsday that no one wanted. Yeah, this was the tier 1 figure for the subscription that failed. They said they already had it tooled, so they would make it anyway and release it as a Comic-Con exclusive. So assuming that what they said is true, that's why this figure exists. It's really a shame that it does, though, because nobody really gives a crap about containment suit Doomsday. And I say nobody as in nobody I've ever talked to. I don't speak for everyone here, but as far as I know, everyone in the world, and this time I am speaking for everybody, would have wanted the Doomsday with the spikes and the awesomeness, not this one. This one is not the one people wanted. However, we have it, so we might as well take a look. He stands about 9 3/4 inches tall, which for a 6-inch line of figures is way too big. Doomsday should not be 50% taller than Superman. Not at all. It just is not right. He's way too big. That being said, he's still a kind of cool piece in that he'll look nice on a shelf, and that's about it. It's basically the Build-A-Figure size for like Kilowog or who else had this body? Yeah, whatever. It's the Kilowog body basically. So he's got gloves with the sculpted broken tuber thingies on there. The gloves are sculpted well. It looks like a DCUC figure, so there's really nothing new there. Do the wrists swivel? Yeah, the wrist swivel. I thought so, but then it didn't want to go. So, you know, we have the wrist swivel with a single jointed elbow, standard bicep swivel, standard ball hinge for the shoulder, but I can't get them to go up any higher than that, so that's pretty bad. That's no good. We do have the full swivel. This is all separate. It's not glued on. I mean, it's not sculpted on. It is connected. You can't take it off without cutting it, but it is a separate piece meant to allow for the ab crunch to work, but you really get almost no range of motion. So it might as well just have sculpted over it completely. The head has a decent range of motion. You can get him to look up. You can get him to look down a little bit. It's another big figure that can look up and not down. That makes no sense to me. Big figures should be able to look down. But we do have that, and you can move it a little bit from side to side, a little bit up and down on a peg, and then rotate it. The sculpt is okay for the hood. It doesn't, I don't know, it looks just kind of lazy though. The wrinkles don't really look like realistic wrinkles, so I don't know. This is all just kind of cheap looking. It only has 2 colors of silver, really, the dark one and the light one, and where it is painted, the dark pieces, the paint job's just kind of lazy. It's just blah, and there's not much going on here. It's kind of lackluster. These don't really get in the way of anything, so don't worry about that. These are all soft, no problems there. This is connected, so that's kind of lazy. This should have been a separate piece from here, but it's not. And then we have a really long one here, which just kind of hangs off the back, so that's going to be a little bit awkward for posing. I don't know really what you're going to do with that, but it's there. I don't remember them having made this like pants look for the Build-A-Figure before, so this might have new sculpt in it, but it's just, like I said, who cares? It's not a cool Doomsday to begin with, so putting the money into making it was kind of silly in the first place. It shouldn't exist at all. They should have just gone with the good Doomsday from the start, as far as I'm concerned. It does have a waist twist, that works okay. The hips, standard DCUC Build-A-Figure hips. They don't want to close quite all the way, so he's got kind of a wide stance, but it's not horrible. We have the thigh swivel underneath that there. Single jointed knee. There is a swivel in the shin right at the top of the boot, which though I wouldn't use it. Standard ankle hinge works okay, and we do have a little bit of an ankle rocker. So if you're a DCUC collector, you know exactly what to expect from this guy. It's a DCUC Build-A-Figure of Doomsday. Collect and connect of Doomsday in the containment suit. That's it. There is some shading throughout the green parts, so that's good. But by and large, it's a very plain looking figure, which is what the DCUC figures kind of are. And that's exactly what this is. It's okay for what it is, but if you're not a DCUC collector, or unless you have like some kind of huge thing for Doomsday and really need to have it, it's not one of those figures you really should bother hunting down. It's mostly just going to stand just like this on your shelf. It'll look cool, but that's about it. So I guess for a containment suit Doomsday, it's as good as you're gonna get. It's good for that, but like I said again, who cares? So, you know, that's my 2 cents. For 35 bucks, I'm okay with it, but I don't really care. If they never made it, I wouldn't have been upset. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.